let's just go live. I don't know where Tio is. I asked him where he is. He said that he's setting up, so we'll give him a little bit of time to do that. I think he's setting up his Starlink to try and get on the stream. How are you? How is everyone? We've got a few people in the house there for today's AllstarLink QSO party. Ben, morning all. Just popped in home. You've been at work since 3:30 this morning. Goodness me. Good to see you in here, and hopefully you can join us on the air soon. Jim, you've got a new logo, which really is popping. That's pretty cool. I like to see that. Andy was here as well. As always, Andy, hello to you, and I hope you're well, mate. We got Mike, you don't have Allstar? I thought that you would have Allstar. Well, you need to get it. And there is a link actually for anyone who doesn't know what Allstar is or how it works, or you want to set up a node, then there is a link below in the description to a video that I did on setting up AllstarLink and how you can join in on the fun with a node yourself. Bryant has been watching old videos that you did on FT8, got WSJTX and Grid Tracker up and going. Awesome. Yeah, I've done it. We've done a few of those. I think we've done a couple of live streams as well. So hopefully they've been handy and helpful. And Ben also says that the Allstar name of the lady that announces her name definitely is Alison. That's right. So she told me what the time was about 4 minutes ago and said, "Hey, you're supposed to be streaming," but no TO. Hello, everyone else, and good to see you in there. So I've put a pin in the top of the chat, and that is the node number that you need to connect to. This is our list of connections so far. We've got, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 9 connections in already. So see if we can get a few more here, and we'll start this net. Well, we'll run it as a kind of a net thing. We'll see how we go. I want to see how many connections we can get on a single connection. So what I've got is I've got a Raspberry Pi running the Sherry Pi Hat, running the node at the moment. So I don't know how many connections you can get in at once. Looks like Jim's trying to talk through there, but I have you muted at the moment, Jim, so you can't come through the audio until I unmute it. So let's have a look at what the bubble map looks like, and if you go to allstarlink.org, you can check out some of these stats. So these are mine with all of our connections that we've got so far, and this is kind of draws you a bit of a if I can zoom in on here, draws a little bit of an idea of where we've got connected. So it looks like we've got the UK, we've got one node connected to another node in the UK. What's that? Is that Michigan, I think? We've got North Queensland. We've got Queensland again. We've got Missouri, Florida. Another one in the UK. That's there as well. We've got Invercargill. We've got Jim in Alabama. And then, apparently mine's hanging off Jim's and then going back into this main one. So let's keep the connections going. If you've got an Allstar node or if you've got access to one, then join in and we'll start that off. So Tio's still not here. Goodness gracious, very, very tardy indeed. We've got a few more joining in here now. So 55580, 55580. This is the node number, and we will start it off soon. KD5 FMU is transmitting at the moment, but Ham Radio Crusader. Oh, cool! You've got your name in there as well. So we'll get to that in a minute. What's the limit? I have no idea what the limit is. I know that a few have had a lot of connections on, but I think they've got a slightly different node server set up than me. This is just running on a Raspberry Pi, so it could just completely crash. So we'll see how we go. James is talking about the UVK5. James, I honestly can't keep up with them all, and I'm going to have to go through a list of them, I'm sure, to get to them. You had to do an audio check, did you? So what happens is when someone transmits, you'll see that they pop up in like a green box or a green bar. If someone wants to give an audio check out, then I can show you what that looks like and demonstrate it. And then it puts them up here under a receive tab, which will say the last time that they were received. There you go. Ben's given us an audio check there. So that shows sort of the last received station. And this is Allmon. So this is part of AllstarLink that you can install on a node or on a server somewhere, so you can monitor your own connections and you can connect in and connect out and do all sorts of stuff. Control your node remotely, basically. So let's just get it underway. So we've got another question. B Dale Redneck 1087. Accessible on Echolink. You can connect Echolink in and bridge it across to AllstarLink. I don't have that enabled on my node at the moment, but you can do it. So you can enable an Echolink channel driver and have a go. So what I would recommend doing for those who are unsure of how to set this all up, then go to allstarlink.org. That's probably the first place to go to, which is here. And you can read all about how to set it up. But the image that I would use is HamVoip. So that's the one that I run. And if you go to these websites, it'll show you all of the information on how to set it up. So HamVoip we'll put in there to the chat, and AllstarLink if you want to check those two out. All right. Tio's still looking for satellites, I think. So has he sent me a message? No, he hasn't. He's still trying to sort out satellites. Let's unmute. And what I'm going to do, this could be a little bit of chaos. What we'll do is, give me a sec. I'm going to unmute now, and I'm going to ask for check-ins. So let's see. Garrett says, I say that you get 40 to 50 connections, then the system gets overloaded when everyone tries keying all at one time. Well, let's just see what happens, all right? So I'm going to try. I'm going to write these down. Just come in with your call sign right now. We're unmuted. And I'm going to come in with your call sign in a list. We'll see what pile-up we get.
K85 FMU, Kilo Delta 5, Foxtrot, Mike Uniform, checking in.
Echo in Rockwall, Texas, checking in.
Kilo 6, Romeo Delta Juliet, Mobile 42 Idaho, checking in.
Tango 1 Whiskey, Alabama, checking in.
Kilo 0, Whiskey Alpha Victor, Scott, Arkansas, checking in.
Echo November, Mainville, Ohio, checking in.
Delta 9, Zulu, Golf Zulu, Wisconsin, checking in.
Kilo Hotel 6 Whiskey, India, checking in from Hawaii, Aloha.
I'm writing all these down, by the way. Okay, so the initial, and I'm going out, by the way, I'm going out over the node as well, over the AllstarLink node now, so that everyone can hear themselves over YouTube and also over the link. So we got KD5 FMU, KR5 EEE, KD6RDJ mobile, WT1W. I can never get your new call sign, Jim. K0WAV, N8 KEN, KD9ZGZ, and KH6 Whiskey India. Is there anyone else who would like to check in? This is VK7HH.
WD5 DMX, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
I'm sure we've got way more connections way more stations out there listening. But all right, we'll go with the first load. How many have we got on here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think we got 19 connections. So keep going if we can get a few more. So we'll start off KD5 FMU. I think that's you. Ham Radio Crusader. Go ahead, VK7HH. How are you going over?
I'm doing pretty good. Sitting here on a Sunday evening, trying to put some schematics together for our new project, and seeing the pop-up for the live stream and seeing the words Allstar, and I just had to be a part of that, especially when it's you, Hayden, and T.O. Hope he gets connected to the Baofeng satellite and gets some good internet to join us. So, hey, yeah, it's about all I'm doing right now, just trying to stay busy, keep warm from the cold. Go ahead.
VK7HH.
Well, I've got the opposite here at the moment. It is summer. Well, when I say summer, it is summer only in name. It's about 16 degrees Celsius here at the moment, whatever that is in Fahrenheit. So trying to keep warm today too. I noticed too that Ben, VK4YT, you've also tried connecting twice. There were a couple of double ups. So we'll keep going through, but I'll mark you down and say that you have tried, and we'll get to you towards the end. Oh, look who showed up! It looks like T.O. showed up, except he's frozen again. So we'll go on to KR5 Triple E, KR5 Triple E, VK7HH. Go ahead.
Good day, Hayden, from Rockwall, Texas, and everyone else on the net. Today is just kind of a cool day, very cold for Texas, 35 degrees, and we're just staying inside by the fire watching football and enjoying playing radio. Thanks for doing this, Hayden. It's kind of fun to do an All-Star net. Wish we'd have them more often, see if everything works. That's all from KR5 Triple E in Rockwall, Texas. Back to net.
Randall. Yes.
Randall. Hello, T.O. How are you?
Good. How's it going? I literally just got the Starlink set up, and it was moving the dish while I was joining the stream.
So for those who are listening on Allstar, make sure that you listen on YouTube as well, because Steve doesn't have his node set up at the moment. He's barely gotten Starlink, so he's just joined. So if you have both audios open, then you'll hear us. But if you're talking on the radio, then probably not a good idea to have the YouTube turned up, because you will hear yourself too. But we'll go back. I'll go back over to YouTube just briefly, and then we'll come back to going back around the round table on the net. How are you, T.O.?
I am fantastic. We just got here to Quartzsite, Arizona, and Liberty Cave is here, and Frank is here, and Javi and Chuck are both here. And like I said, I just literally got the Starlink set up, so fun.
Sweet. Well, we've got like 20 nodes, as you can see on the screen there, connected from all over the world. We've got the UK, we've got the US, we've got Australia, we've got Hawaii, we've got New Zealand. Who else have we got in there? I'm just trying to go through. I think that's everyone
UK.
all over.
Did you say UK?
I did say the UK, yeah. So we want more though. We want to see if we can break this thing. I was just saying, this is running on our Pi, the Raspberry Pi 4, and that sounded pretty good. Like just listening there to Randall, like his audio is perfect. So we want to see if we can break it even more. So but we need more nodes. Someone connecting Jason's nodes. I'm sure that he's probably got like 50,000 nodes sitting in there, on his system.
Dennis, 8060M needs to connect in, and what's his name? Freddie Mac, Ham Radio Crusader needs to.
Mike 7 Golf Charlie Mike.
Oh, Mike 7 Golf Charlie Mike, I think that was. So we've got another check in there as well. So we'll add you to the list. I was just also saying
K5 KRZ.
Oh, dear.
Gulf Coast, Mississippi.
Now it's getting chaos. I missed what that one was. Let me just mute that for a minute. what we should do is, do you reckon it'd cause chaos if we join in everyone's nodes that we know about and just see what happens?
It should be smart enough not to create circular loops, but it would be a great test to see if it does. Like if you connected to Jason and then Jason connected to Dennis and then you connected to Dennis, you'd have this triangle where you're all connected to each other through each other.
Well, we do have we will have the, you've got some decent speed.
89 down and 4.6 up, but it just got started.
So this is our AllstarLink. This is our AllstarLink bubble at the moment, and the image is taking a long time to connect. Have a look at all of these stations that are connected at the moment.
That's awesome.
They are all over the place. Oh, hang on, someone has connected Jason in, so Jason's connected.
Jim just did it.
Jim did it. It's all Jim's fault. And there's a whole pile of other nodes here, so keep connecting them in. I want to see how big can we make this bubble page? Can we make this this could be massive? Now, someone though, we probably do need to be a little bit responsible here. Don't connect every single node on the Allstar network, because that would be bad. That would be a really bad idea. Germany's in there too now, so that's cool. Let's go and call in. I think Richard's the next one. Richard, you're the next one in the list. K6RDJ VK7HH here for the Allstar QSO Party net.
Okay, mate. In and out. Good night. 6 Romeo Delta Juliet Mobile, currently in Boise, Idaho, where it is, according to the thermometer on the dash of the semi-truck, it shows 50 degrees. I don't believe it's probably about 40 out there Fahrenheit. So, looking at mounds of snow everywhere and such like that, but it does appear to be melting off there. That's all I know in the wild. Just checked the weather, said 42 Fahrenheit according to her weather app. So let's turn it back to net. BK7HH, K6RDJ.
Thank you, Richard. Chris was just saying here on YouTube that I thought you were trying to break it. I think we definitely will break something if we join in every single node. So that's probably not a good idea. Alpha Zero Zulu's at the top of my list. I heard you key up. Are you trying to check in? Are you, Kyle?
I'm only checking in if there are free chicken burgers available for me to eat.
I got one in my pocket.
Zero Zulu.
Honestly, you have one Chick-fil-A experience, and you never get reminded of it completely, constantly, all the time. That's what that's what that's about. How are you, Kyle? It's good to see you on here. So thank you, Richard. Good to see you there too. Over to Big Jim, WT1W. Oh, honestly, he needs to change his call sign back. He needs to change his call sign back. WT1W, K7HH.
They wouldn't let me have that. They figured I wasn't in Japan. WT1W, how y'all doing today? It is cold in Alabama, and for the first time in the last 2 or 3 years, it is colder here than it was where T.O. is at. Last year we made fun of T.O. This year T.O. can make fun of my weather. You got a lot of nodes hooked up. It looked like about 50 or 60 the last time I looked at the bubble map, so we might be pushing the threshold. And T.O., I've looked at this before a couple times, and it seems like it will reroute smart, dynamically kind of thing.
Better not be.
If someone double connects back to me, it won't make 2 links to create loops. I've never seen it do that, and I've played with it and watched it a couple times. It's pretty cool. Anyway, great idea, Hayden. I'm going to get out of here. I'll be on the side, buddy. WT1W clear.
Thanks there, Jim. And I think T.O.'s having an argument with someone outside, so I don't know what he's doing. Someone must have knocked on his door, because I can hear him in the background.
Moving the whole house around.
What is going on?
Chuck's out there shaking the trailer.
Oh, Chuck's shaking his trailer. Okay, hold on. What's happening? Chuck's shaking your trailer.
He was.
All those hippies at Birmingham.
VK3SWL.
And we got VK3SWL as well. Goodness me. You're in a interesting area there, T.O., with everyone just trying to do pranks on you or something. So you're at Quartzsite, I guess. I'm still going out on Allstar, by the way, because no one can hear you. What we'll do is we'll just mute that again for a second, and we'll go back to talking to Nodeless T.O. So you're at Quartzsite.
I am at Quartzsite, yeah, and I got Chuck and Javi and Liberty Cave and Frank here hanging outside the trailer, and then I think Chuck just got a little wild on the back hitch. I'm going like this, like, what are you doing?
They should be watching the stream. What are they doing? Just make sure
no one are watching the stream, and they're in the comments.
Make sure no one kicks over your StarLink dish, though, because otherwise
I put it on the roof. That's
off.
actually what I was worried about. I thought he was climbing my ladder, and I think Chuck exceeds the weight limit of my ladder.
I hope he's not watching. Ham Radio Crusaders tells him to kick their butt. So yeah. All right, who's next in the list? K0WAV VK7HH. You're up next in the net.
Time delay between the radio and YouTube.
Jim
should know better.
Jim should know better. And Kyle. Right.
Good afternoon from Northwest Arkansas. This is K0WAV. Temperature here is 1 Celsius. Preparing for possible freezing rain this evening. So hope everybody out there at least in this part of the country is prepared for inclement weather. K0WAV, back to net.
Thank you very much, K0WAV. I tell you what, I'm struggling for names. I know that some I know some names, but you'll have to also mention your name when it's your turn to go. But I appreciate you saying, too, that it was 1 degree Celsius, because that's something that I can understand. And I also laugh that every time we're on the net, the first thing we go to is what the weather's like. But I know that it's ridiculously cold in the United States at the moment. So I guess that's definitely a thing that's happening at the moment. So thank you for checking in. N8KEN, November 8 Kilo Echo November. You're up next, VK7HH, for the, what are we calling this? The ham radio nonsense all-star net breakage system thingamajiggy.
QSO party.
QSO party.
Appreciate everybody letting us check in here, and hopefully you're making it okay. Handler here is Ken, November 8 Kilo Echo November.
That makes
We're
sense.
located around Cincinnati, Ohio. And the biggest thing is trying to listen to you on YouTube and also on the radio. It's very, very confusing for us old guys. So
it's confusing for us young guys, too.
There, and everybody had a good day. N8KEN.
Don't worry, we're confused as well. There we go. James has said it in the chat already. It's the nonsense net. So good stuff. How many stations? How many connections do we have? Because I don't know how many connections we got. Someone said something like 50 at some point. So we probably are getting on the limit if people are dropping out. So, but I'm not sure if that's due to them disconnecting or if it's just because it's a bad connection or not. So we'll see how we go. KD9 Zulu Golf Zulu, I think, was next. VK7HH.
Hey, Ted, good to meet you. I've been watching your YouTube for a while. WT1W. Thanks for helping me get my license. This is Joey, KD9ZGZ.
Well, there you go. Shout out there for Jim. Good stuff. Thank you for coming on. I can't. Do you remember what the name was, T.O.?
I do not.
Joe. I think it was Joe. Thank you, Joe. If I've got that wrong, then I apologise. Eric is up next. KH6 Whiskey India in Hawaii. Go ahead.
Hey, aloha, everyone. This is Eric in Hawaii. Just doing some good old DXing this weekend, and figured I'd join you here on the net. This is KH6WI. Aloha.
Aloha, Eric. Hamstick Eric.
Aloha, Eric. I've got T.O. in one ear. I've got myself here, and then no one else can hear T.O. over Allstar. So it is very, very confusing, but it is good fun. That's what we want to. That's what we want. Well, I'm going to have to work you, Eric, on 6 meters or 10 meters somehow. if you're set up for it, because that'd be good to work Hawaii. Whiskey Delta 5 Delta Mike X-Ray. Go ahead.
5 DMX in Oklahoma City. First time on this Allstar hub, and I got to give it out to Freddie Mac. I ran across his channel the other day, talking about the Allstar node, and been trying to set up the Allstar node for many years now, and just never had any time really any time to build one. And then I heard somebody else talking about a clear node, so I went and bought a clear node the other day and got it set up yesterday. So this is probably my second QSO with my clear node. So, but it's cold here in Oklahoma City. It's about 29 degrees, and we're supposed to have a bunch of ice. That's all I've got.
Honestly, it's everywhere seems like it's absolutely freezing over there. Is it cold where you are at the moment, T.O.? Is it not cold there?
No, it's in mid-50s Fahrenheit. Let's see what that is in unreal numbers.
Who gave, by the way, who gave the link to this bloke? How did he get hold of the private secret squirrel StreamYard link?
I know nothing.
It is what I do. It is what I do.
For those
By the way, you're late on your credit card. I'm just saying.
For those that are watching on YouTube but only listening on Allstar, Jim has just turned up in the stream, so that's all good. Over to you, Ben. VK4 Yankee Tango, VK7 Hotel. Are you still there, Ben? Oh, someone dropped off. I don't think Ben. I'm not sure if Ben's near his node. So let's go on to Mike 7 Golf Charlie Mike. Mike 7 Golf Charlie Mike, I think it was.
Hey, Freddie Mac.
Yeah, good evening, Hayden. VK7HH Chris here, Mike 7 Golf Charlie Mike, London, UK. It's I'm going through Echolink actually. 11 degrees, 50 mile an hour gusts here, so we got quite a bit of stormy weather at the moment, and it's not very good. But yeah, I'm connected to Allstar through an Echolink through somebody who's got a node, obviously connecting both of them, and I'm not 100% sure how they both work. But yeah, we're getting you loud and clear, and all the best, and hope this goes well. Mike 7 Golf Charlie Mike.
No worries. Thanks, Chris. Jim's just brought up the bubble chart, and it is looking pretty large at the moment.
Somebody counted them and said 53. So
53. 53. Yeah, we need more. We need more, though. I want to see if I can break this Raspberry Pi. So we need more nodes. VK3, I think we've already done, Kyle. So VK3 SWL. Go ahead. Oh.
Easy for him to say.
Good evening to everyone else today listening. And everyone's well.
Everyone is well. Yeah, you were breaking up quite a little bit there, but I'm not sure if that was the node or the connection attempt that you were coming in. I think you were going in via Echolink, but got you there. So thank you very much. Is there anyone else who wants to check in?
0
Oh dear. VK4 Golf Alpha Tango. First up, go ahead.
Hey mate, yeah. Thought I'd actually finally jump in on Allstar, even though I only got it set up the other day. But because everyone's talking about the weather, how it is over in good old the US of A. It's lovely 30 degrees at 8 o'clock in the morning here in lovely North Queensland. And you're all dealing with snow, and I'm getting ready for a cyclone. Just a different kind of life. All right, back to you, Abe.
Yeah, no dramas at all. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, bit of a contrast, definitely. There was someone else who also checked in. Who was that?
Mike 0 Victor Charlie X-Ray, United Kingdom.
Yeah, Mike 0, Victor, Charlie, X-Ray, VK7HH. Go ahead.
VK7HH, yes, this is Mike 0, Victor, Charlie, X-Ray, Norfolk, United Kingdom. Name this way is John. We're currently just getting ready for like a tornado or some sort of weather event. We have sort of 50 to 70 mile per hour gusts of wind here at the moment. So the whole of the UK is on a weather alert for high winds. Other areas, Scotland and that, they're expecting 90 to 100 mile per hour gusts. But I'm in Norfolk, coming in on GB3NZ via a Yaesu FT 2600 to my local repeater. Back to you.
Nice. Thank you very much for checking in. And sounds like, is it just the Northern Hemisphere? It's just completely it just sounds like the Day After Tomorrow movies just come true and everyone's just in a complete freeze up there.
It's been in the teens. I don't know what that translates to in Australian temperature.
It's been very
minus
cold.
106 or something in centigrade. I don't know.
I'm gonna mute off Allstar for the minute. So I'll just stop transmitting there, and I'll go back to you guys here on YouTube. How's it going, Jim?
Oh, it's going just wonderful. How are you? We're fine. Good. We're all fine. Everything's okay here. We're fine. How are you?
Can someone do a count on the nodes connected to 55580? Because I think that is a lot. There's got to be at least 30 nodes there. But we need more.
That bubble chart is getting pretty big. It's out of control, son.
No, it's not. We got to keep going. Connect in something. Probably don't connect in like your local repeaters and all that. Maybe some private nodes and stuff like that. Don't bother anybody. But I don't know if would it even be possible to connect every node in the AllstarLink network together. That would be bad days, I think.
Yeah, with all the talking. Somebody connected to Jason 2.0 one time, and it was I don't know who it was. I don't remember the node number, but there was literally a couple hundred nodes. The bubble chart was ridiculous. It was hundreds of nodes. So
well, that's the challenge. We can't let Jason win. We need more than a couple of hundred nodes. Like what have we got there? We would have what? You reckon 60, 70 nodes?
Yeah, something like that.
In that bubble chart.
And I think we're connected to Jason. I tried to do it and my system said I was already connected, which means somebody else beat me to it. So
okay, so everyone who's connected and everyone who is watching in the chat, find out if you've got a mate, you've got a friend, a buddy, whatever you call them, get them to connect in. 55580. Prep hand poll. We haven't broken it yet because we need more people to connect in.
We're trying.
Into 55580 and see how we go. Ham Radio Crusade. I could hook us up to the East Code Hub, but I don't know how they would react. That sounds like a bad but yet good idea. Is that?
So you've been doing Allstar way longer than I have. Is there etiquette for Allstar? I mean, do they do nets on Allstar?
Yeah.
I mean,
there's etiquette for everything in Ham Radio.
Well, yeah, that was a bad question. Do we get frowned upon for doing a net on Allstar?
Well, see, some Allstar nodes have node announcements which will constantly go through. Now, the thing is that if anyone does sends the command to announce the nodes that are currently connected, it will literally go for an hour.
That would be horrible.
Just putting that out there. Someone don't do that because that would be bad. Okay, that would be a bad idea. So that etiquette in that regard probably not a good thing to do.
So somebody asked a question earlier, and I think I knew the answer, but you probably do know it because I was moving back and forth in the house and I didn't hear it all. So your node can announce the time and the weather kind of thing. That doesn't go out over the network, does it? Because I don't think I've ever heard anybody else's network times.
No. So if I do my network time, which is local, let me see. Let me see if I share this properly. So in my Allmon, I've got control here. It's a bit out of scale. I can control a whole various bunch of things, and it says here, say time of day, local only. If I unmute that. Oops, I'm clicking on the wrong one.
Good morning. The time is 9:38 a.m.
She's American.
She is American.
Why did you have Olivia doing it?
Hey, Sam.
What do you mean, Olivia?
Olivia Newton-John, the most famous, awesome Australian that ever lived.
Is she more awesome than Nicole Kidman?
Yes.
Are you stirring the pot?
Oh.
Isn't Nicole Kidman a Kiwi?
No, she isn't a Kiwi. She's Australian.
Right.
Well,
he
Alison,
jumped on that quick, didn't he?
That's Alison.
I thought she
That's
was.
Alison. She's the All-Star lady. Does anyone actually? Is Alison actually a ham? Is she? Who is she? Does anyone actually know, or is it just an automated AI recording? I'm just asking in general. Don't all jump in all at once.
She sounds pretty
we don't
legitimate. She doesn't. If she's an AI, she sounds good for an AI.
Jim, what's our DMR number? 319-2083?
Yeah.
What are you joining in now?
Oh, no. Somebody in the chat was asking a question. KE2CHQ, are you active on Brandmeister? Yes, 319-2083.
Okay. How's that bubble? Refresh that bubble chart.
All right.
So I run Allmon and you run Supermon. I noticed as well.
Yeah.
Zoom in on that, Jim.
Yeah. So what's the difference with Supermon? Because I haven't played around with Supermon.
I don't know, because I never could get Allmon working right. This worked fine. I don't know if it was a Freddie video, because Freddie Mac did a bunch of videos on Allstar, or something of yours. I don't know, somewhere. And I got this working easy enough. And I think it probably does all the same kind of deal. So if I hit bubble, and then we can zoom in, and it kind of only has one zoom. When you zoom like that,
there are nodes everywhere.
It's like a JPEG or a PNG or something.
Yeah, it is. Now I can do it through the web browser and control it a little better. But yeah, you got a lot of nodes connected. Short Jason is connected. There's Freddie.
Are we calling him Short Jason now, are we?
Well, there's Smart Jason and Short Jason to distinguish between.
I mean, you could call him the Tiny Texan, but I hear he doesn't like that.
Right. So you got, I don't know. I mean, it's a lot to count. I see England. I see the states, a bunch of states here in Australian
so Smart
states.
Jason's KM5.
KM4 ACK.
KM4 ACK. That's Smart Jason. And then you got Tiny Jason.
That's right.
Is it Tiny Jason or Short Jason?
Short Jason or Tiny Texan.
Yeah, I call him Short Jason.
Tiny Jason. Surely, wasn't there more Jasons? I'm sure there was more Jasons. Everyone was either named Jason, Mike, or...
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody's named Jason. There's a lot of Jasons.
I don't know what Jesse's on about here, but yeah. Is Kyle still there? Someone's asking for a please copy. Do you reckon I'll unmute the nodes? Give out a please copy if you're still there.
And you could do. I don't think I have a drop down button to do the time announcement and stuff like you have. I might can add it in.
Alpha 0 Zulu, please copy. Recheck.
No, I don't know what you...
I copy you very good here up in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. We got the nicest country in the world connected now.
What are you talking about? Australia's already connected.
Yeah, Tasmania.
Oh. Are Canadians more nice than Australians? Are they?
They're polite for sure.
Or Kiwis?
They're polite. Yeah, that's the rumor.
They're aggressively polite. Is that what you mean?
Right.
Thank you for the police copy.
Alpha 5, Mike Uniform Delta, and the rumors aren't always true about being polite.
Oh, see, there we go. There's a snarky Canadian. Who knew?
VK7HH.
Well, Molson's a snarky Canadian, though, right?
Well, that's true.
Yeah. So
Okay,
it's
Freddie
not just.
Mac asked me to share out his.
Yeah, I was going to pull that up here.
Page.
Or you got it? Okay.
I got it. And it looks like Freddie's got the ham IP range, the 47.x.y.z. Is that right, Freddie? And then this is his page. Henrietta, Oklahoma, 34 degrees Celsius.
Oh, this is with the weather and everything else on it.
Yeah. Is this Supermon? This is Supermon, Freddie? It looks like it.
Too.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Look at that chart.
Looks like something medical at that stage.
Right?
Doesn't it?
You might want to get that checked by a doctor.
Yeah, you might want to check your Allstar node for a job.
Now, see, Freddie's got 4 or 5 nodes that he does on his own, too. So he's got a lot going on there.
I realize another way we could break it, which would be bad, is if we connected in the Parrot Allstar node.
Right.
That would be an endless loop, I think, of audio connections. But I think you're right. I think that it's smart enough that it realizes that if one node's connected to another node, it's not going to loop around, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it dynamically.
I think they would have learned that very fast. Like the first time somebody ever did it and the whole network went down.
My understanding is this is all based on Asterisk, the open source PBX system. And so Asterisk would have that kind of functionality built into it too already.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
The only other way that you could break it is if you had 2 nodes and they were both on the same frequency, one transmitting, one receiving, and then you just looped it round in a circle.
Right. Don't cross the streams. That's right.
No, don't cross streams. Crossing streams is very bad. So it doesn't look like you have it. Yeah, you're right. You don't have it. Oh no, what happens if you press Control? That's the button I think that you need. Top right hand.
This is Control. This is Control.
See, I have some errors in mine. So I don't know.
I just don't have the real estate for 19 pies on my desk with all the different modes.
So now you know somebody mentioned that earlier in the chat what this runs on, and this is my 3rd node I've done, kind of. My first one was with an Alinco 2-meter radio and the little serial to USB adapter that goes on the back of the Alinco that you can buy. And that worked fine. And then I got one of the Sherry things in my truck that just is a metal box that USBs into the backside of a Pi. And that works fairly well too. But I bought one the other day, a couple weeks ago, and I've gotten rid of the Alinco node and just booted this up on a Pi by itself. And it's just basically a USB dongle. Looks like a jump drive. Little short cable, and it's hanging off of a Pi. And
it's handy it's also handy for if you want to connect into like your repeater that has Allstar, but you can't get into it from, you can't get into it normally. So you could link it via the internet.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the one that I have. It's the Argon Neo case for the Raspberry Pi 4, which is all aluminum case. And you got to drill a couple holes in it. And you got to mount the hat and do some soldering stuff.
See, that is fancy, son.
On it.
That's what I've got as well. I've got the same thing, which is what everyone is connected to. One of those at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not ham shaming anybody, but I don't like the 2 USB port version. I think it's not sexy.
I've got one of those as well, and you're right.
Yeah. It's not, but it works great. I printed a plastic box. I 3D printed a plastic box for it. So the Pi and that thing are all in the box with a hole for the antenna to stick out. Because the thing with that one is you need to put it somewhere where it's fairly stable, because it would break off those USB connectors if you drop that thing.
So it sounds like you probably need to check your pop-up blocker, which might be why your control didn't show up.
The Pi Zero version's pretty sexy.
Oh, can you? Oh, Pi Zero.
That's
Yeah,
not
so
a
it makes
pop-up
this.
problem.
That's the small one, isn't it?
It makes this little box like this. I was looking for the USB model to show you what I was talking about. I mean, but just to keep everybody at home.
So this is kits for hams.
This
let
is
me
the
put a
USB
link.
version. See how it
Let me
sticks
put
out?
this into the chat. Yeah, so I've got one of those as well. I've got both versions, and you're right. It doesn't really. But that does work on a Pi 3, though.
And this would also work on one of the Innovato Quadra hats if you were able to get the software rigged up.
Here's a question from Lee. Instead of a Sharry, can I connect a radio through a sound card PTT interface like the AIOC? So this is something that Simon in the AIOC chat in Toads can answer more accurately. So the AIOC board, there is something that you need to change. It's like the PID of the CM108.
It's the software, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
someone has done it.
The Allstar image as well.
Yeah.
So,
but
Lee, the short answer is yes.
But you have to play around with it. It's not plug and play. You have to change some stuff in the code, I think, when you flash the AIC board so that Allstar recognizes it. Yeah, here we go, Mike. The AIC can trigger like a CM108 with the latest firmware, so yes. I think that there was something else as well. So we have someone calling. Let's unmute the node. The nodes are unmuted. I think it might be Hank's trying to call.
Iowa Hawk.
Of course, there is a slight delay on YouTube to hear. Whoever's calling, call now, or forever hold your peace. We got Ireland in there too.
Zero Victor Charlie X-ray, listening through on GB3NZ.
So I got Victor Charlie X-ray. Sorry, what was the start of the call?
Here is Mike, Zero Victor Charlie X-ray, located in Norfolk, United Kingdom. Name this way is John. Back to you.
Thanks, John, for calling in. Mike, Zero Victor Charlie X-ray. It's good to see a few stations in the UK. It must be like after midnight or something there. It's pretty late on a Sunday. So thank you very much for calling in. Appreciate it. Good to see you on the ham radio nonsense DX All-Star breakage net. I don't know what to call it.
Worries. I've just come into the workshop to shut down. I just thought I'd put a few calls out. The time here is 10 minutes to 11. Yeah. And it's now getting very stormy outside. We've now got a weather warning for the entire of the UK. We're now expecting 100-mile-an-hour winds tonight.
Ooh,
back to you.
What? Oh my Lord! Be safe, brother.
Did you say 100 miles an hour? Was that correct? He said 100 miles an hour, right?
He did.
It's 160 kilometers an hour.
That is correct.
That's hurricane level winds there.
Yeah, definitely look after yourself, batten down the hatches and stay safe, over.
Well, we'll do what we can with what we got. Back to you. Have you got a call sign and a name, please?
Yes, John, the name is Hayden, Hotel Alpha Yankee Delta Echo November, and the call sign's Victor Kilo 7 Hotel, Tasmania, Australia.
Where is that, Hayden? Yeah, I've got VK7 Hotel. This is Mike Zero, Victor Charlie X-ray returning. Yeah. Did you say you're in Queensland or Tasmania?
I wish I was in Queensland. It'd be nice and warm.
I heard you earlier. I wrote down Queensland, and I'm pretty sure you said Tasmania now. I'm not too sure. It's quite windy here. Back to you, Hayden.
Yeah, roger there, John. No, located in Tasmania, not Queensland. We've got a few people from Queensland listening here on the net who are joined in, but yeah, I'm located in Tasmania. So thank you very much for calling in, and yeah, stay safe, and we'll talk to you again soon.
It always throws me for a loop when people find you
no worries.
on
Thanks for letting me join
the radio that did not find you on the stream.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute. Wait, how do you not know who I am? Oh.
I think someone's...
788KD9ZGZ.
Go ahead. I don't know who that was.
Ask T.O. if you could connect to Echolink.
I can't.
T.O., connect to Echolink.
I can't right now. I just
The
got
hamster
here.
don't run that fast. He can't get no electrics.
Yeah, he said he can't at the moment.
Gas station internet cable.
Just got here.
All right, we'll pop that back on mute for a second. I was just thinking that yeah, everyone in the UK be very safe there because 100-mile-an-hour winds are pretty crazy. What are you showing off here? What's this?
That
looks cool.
That is my latest Allstar node right there.
That'd be an awesome video, Jim.
It's a dingus, and it does Allstar.
Yeah, but I don't have it.
Well, you don't even have Allstar that works right now.
No, it's in a box in the back of the car. I literally just got here.
Right.
Yeah, he was late to the stream. Didn't you see that? He was still setting up his StarLink.
Right. Yeah, that's the dongle I was talking about. It's like literally the size of a jump drive from 2003, and
out of stock though.
Well, if you search around, there's other vendors. That's AllstarLink, which is I've done some videos with some of their gear, and they make decent.
One of our favorites.
Yeah, they make some decent gear. I posted a link in the chat. I don't know if YouTube stripped it out. I don't have a blue wrench in Hayden's channel, so I can't.
I can't get.
Hey,
one.
Don't
get
you?
in there, Hayden. Get that fixed.
I mean,
we'll put a message in there that is age appropriate, and I'll make sure that. Oh, there you are. Hold on, I've just loaded up the page, and the chat's scrolling by super quick. Here we go.
Let me see if I can find one that is available like this. Oh, there it is. There's another listing.
January, and you haven't done a video? Jeez, Jim.
Yeah.
There you go, Blue Wrench Man.
Revoke your blue wrench now that we gave it to you. Hey, Josh.
Hey, Josh. Josh, I'll bring up the bubble map while you're showing that off. How can we add more nodes? Because we've got a few in here, but we want more. It's kind of looking like a seriously bad-looking artery at the moment, but we want some more connections.
That's the latest avian flu that everybody's worried about. We're going to have to mask up on stream here.
AllstarLink 19.
Now,
so that's another one?
Yeah, it's the same thing. And it said it's from AllstarLink also. This is a little tricky to set up because you have to download a program, an app off of GitHub to actually set the frequency in this separately. You don't set this through Allstar itself. But then it once you've got the thing set, it works fine. So, but it's $70. It works great.
So Josh
I've been
is
pretty happy with it.
I hope that was an affiliate link, by the way, Jim, so that because you've been very helpful showing this out.
It is. It is an affiliate link.
We just needed to disclose that.
Oh, I'm glad you said that because I didn't even think about it. It's not my channel, so you know.
That's all right. Josh is sitting at the airport at the moment. Does Allstar? One of those actually would work pretty cool as a little portable, little portable node if you were at the airport, wouldn't it? If it worked over the airport Wi-Fi, I suppose.
Yeah, and I got it set up here in the house to replace the Alinco setup, but I think this may end up in the truck, and then the Sherry Pie Fusion box thing is going to end up here, and I'll put this in my vehicle. But yes, it is only UHF, Don. That is a true statement.
Do you have an open spot 4 with you? Can you connect? Can you bridge in somehow using that? I've never used an open spot before.
They're cool. I've got a 3.
What do? They do all of the other digital modes as well.
All the digital modes. They don't do Allstar.
Well, you could bridge in somehow.
Yeah. If you have a node like a DMR, and I think Freddie Mac's bridged to TGIF. So if you can get on DMR, connect to a TGIF node, you can get in here.
Let's go back, and I know that there was some more stations flashing up on here. So if anyone wants to check into the Allstar net that we've got going on here on Ham Radio DX, go ahead now. VK7HH here listening. I agree, Don.
It does sound good.
E6 Hotel Echo Romeo.
VK7HH, this is Kilo Mike 4 California Lima in Pembroke Pines, Florida.
I like how it intermods the voices. That's nice.
Yeah.
It does.
Kilo Oscar 4 Papa Delta India Echo Lima 99 Palm Coast, Florida, Mike.
Mike, that's a ridiculously long call sign. How did you get so many letters?
Zulu Lima 4 Delta Echo from the future.
From the future.
Can't be much more ahead of the game than Hayden is.
Victor Echo 4 Delta Romeo Center, UK.
That's what we want. We want a nice pile up. I'm only getting like 2 call signs at once, so that was Victor Echo 4 Delta Romeo Charlie. Okay. So I only got a couple of managed to get a couple of call signs there because we did have a couple of pile ups. So we got KO4 PDI, ZL4 DE, VE4 DRC. Go ahead, whoever I didn't get, one at a time, if possible. Which is not possible. We all know that, right?
Right.
E6 Hotel Echo Romeo.
Kilo Mike 4 Golf Lima, Reed,
Afternoon,
Florida.
Hayden.
And you can't just look at the list because some of them are calling through a different node.
1 JSP.
And okay, that round I got W6HER, KD6FMU, Golf 1 Juliet Sierra Papa. Anyone else?
1 Juliet Sierra Foxtrot. Kilo Mike 4 Golf Charlie and Lima, Reed and Pembroke Pines.
I got Golf 1 Juliet Sierra Foxtrot. So thank you very much. There was another station there. I think it was in Florida, again with that station. Sorry, I keep missing your call sign. I think I might have lost my audio on my 1-2-1-2. No, I didn't lose my audio. Go again to the station in Florida. Over.
Lee Lima, Pembroke Pines, Florida.
Station ending in Lima, yeah.
Station ending in Lima again. I think I doubled over the top.
Kilo Mike 4 Golf Charlie Lima, Pembroke Pines, Florida.
Kilo Golf
got that
Mike Charlie Lima.
Yeah, Kilo Mike 4 Golf Charlie Lima. Got it that time. Thank you very much. Anyone else who'd like to call in? And then we'll go around for some comments shortly. VK7HH here for the net.
So he was coming in through Freddie's Allstar.
Freddie's, yeah. That's what I was saying.
Mike Uniform Delta, eating a hot dog.
Eating a hot dog.
Mr. Mudd. It's not dinner here yet. I need dinner.
Kilo India 6 November Alpha Zulu. Hey, Hayden.
And then we got
Mr. Josh.
So we've got Kilo 5 Golf Tango, Kilo 7 Oscar Romeo Zulu, Kilo India 6 November Alpha Zulu in the airport somewhere. Anyone else? Look at the map now.
Kilo Echo 0 Papa Tango Echo.
Kilo Echo 0 Papa Tango Echo. Thank you very much. Nice. Goodness me, that bubble map is looking huge. Anyone else who'd like to call in before we go around for some comments?
Whiskey Hotel 6 Foxtrot Bravo Papa, another Hawaii station, calling in via the repeater phone app, WH6FBP.
November X-Ray 2 Golf Whiskey.
VK7HH.
So
shut up, Allison.
It has done some re-architecturing here. And this is Freddie right here. His 58176 node. And this is everything below Freddie is connected through Freddie to these guys up here. And the scale on this is just ridiculous.
4 MRC, Kilo India 4, Mike Romeo Charlie.
You're right.
And then connecting back to you.
3 Whiskey Hotel Delta.
Freddie's like a intermediate hub or a...
Freddie's got 2 on there. You're talking about his home node now, but he's also got 57788.
Yeah, Freddie's got a couple nodes. This one here, right, is like a major sub node because everything above that is connecting through that, and then everything below is connecting via Freddie's node here to all that stuff. There's Hayden right there with all the arrows around him.
Let me just go. We've got like 10 people here, so let's go around the room for them, and then we'll see how we go. Okay, so on that last round, I got KE0 Papa Tango Echo, Whiskey Hotel 6 Foxtrot Bravo Papa, November X-Ray 2 Golf Whiskey, Kilo India 4 Mike Romeo Charlie, Kilo 3 Whiskey Hotel Delta. So we'll go around in the list. First of all, though, we'll start with Josh because I know that you're connected in the airport, and I don't know if you're going to be joining or getting on a plane anytime soon. So go ahead, Kilo India 6 November Alpha Zulu VK 7HH to get us started off. Over.
Hey Hayden, yeah, it's Josh here. I'm in Delta Lounge in Salt Lake City. Appreciate you letting me jump in the line a little bit. I'm also hearing myself a little bit through the live stream, so I'm going to mute myself over there. But yeah, shout out to T.O. and Jim. What's up, man? I got my my scanner with me, or my pager, and I'm trying to listen to the SLP P25 network, and not having a good time. I'll have to talk to you offline, but I'm working with Shane on that one. But yeah, thanks. This is cool, man. You definitely have an angioplasty situation with this node setup that you got going. And shout out to Kyle for making this all happen. But yeah, cheers, you guys. Have fun out there. I'll be listening, all right? Take it easy.
No worries. Thanks, Josh. Thanks for joining in, and safe travels to you where I gather you're heading home. I think you're off to some event. I saw your video on the on Friday, I think it was. So I hope you enjoyed that. Excellent stuff. Let's go back round. We'll start off with Mike now. K04 Papa Delta India. Go ahead. No Mike. No Mike. ZL4 Delta Echo. Go ahead.
ZL4 Delta Echo, g'day from New Zealand. It's 12:05 on Monday afternoon. Beautiful sunny day down here at the bottom of the rib. And just sort of check in and say hello to this chaos. And I was looking at the map earlier, and there was at least 4 times the number of stations connected, but they've disappeared. But it was a massive, it was amazing to see. Big cobwebs. All right, we'll hand it back. VK7HH, ZL40E. Cheers.
No worries at all. And sorry, I missed the name. If you said it, I apologise. If there's anyone else in the on the net here, just make sure that you pop your name in there too. So that'd be good. Thanks for checking in. I think you might be in Queenstown, or at least I know that you're in the bottom of ZL with ZL4. So excellent stuff. Victor Echo 4 Delta Romeo Charlie. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening or good afternoon, depending where we are. Yeah, it's Dale here in Winnipeg, Delta Alpha Lima Echo. Yeah, we're just enjoying a nice balmy winter day here. I think we had about -8, -9 Celsius, which is 15 Fahrenheit.
Another nice
That's,
Canadian.
way above our normals, and we just got through a cold snap here of -26 to 28 degrees Celsius, but that's something we're used to. And I'm getting a real kick out of this from watching you guys on the tube here, and I got about a 10 to 50 second delay for the round trip. Nice talking to you, Hayden. VK7 Hotel. This is Victor Echo 4 Delta Romeo Charlie in the center of Canada.
Thanks for checking in, Dale. Good to talk to you. And yeah, you're sounding excellent there as well. There's something else that I was going to say, but I can't remember what it was. Anyway, doesn't matter. Oh, that's right. No, I was saying while you were talking on stream, I said it's good to see another nice Canadian on the stream too. So excellent stuff. Whiskey 6 Hotel Echo Romeo. Your turn. It is 10:07 a.m.
Yeah, Hayden, Whiskey 6 Hotel Echo Romeo. I'm Arthur. I'm just outside of Sacramento, California, in the U.S. Just want to jump on and say hello and to the boys on the stream. W6HR.
Thanks very much, Arthur. Good to hear you check in. Now, the next one I had was KD9 FMU, but I think it was KD5 FMU. I think that was Freddie calling in again, but we'll just go out there just in case. KD9 FMU. Go ahead.
I think somebody was using Freddie's node. I don't think it was Freddie.
Kilo Delta 5, Foxtrot, Mike Uniform. That wasn't me that rechecked. There's someone coming in through the node.
I missed the call. Okay, I missed the call then. I'll maybe we'll get them on the next round. Thank you very much. Golf 1, Juliet Sierra Foxtrot. Go ahead.
Golf 1, Juliet Sierra Foxtrot. Good evening, chaps. The name here is John, Juliet Oscar November, and the QTH is North Yorkshire in the UK. And I know we're talking about the weather a lot, but it's silly.
Aren't we ever?
It was -5 2 or 3 days ago. It's now 11 degrees outside. Blowing a hoolie and mildly moist would be a polite way of putting it. Back to you, Hayden.
Mildly moist.
Sorry, VK7HHG1 JSF.
Are we allowed to use that word on YouTube?
Moist.
Thank you very much, John, and okay on the weather report and the moist weather that you're having there. Very good.
Moist.
Now, I think we also had Golf 1 Juliet Sierra Papa. I think there was two call signs that were very similar to each other. So we'll go again with Golf 1 Juliet Sierra Papa as well. Over.
Oh, this
Good
is
evening,
cool.
guys. Golf 1 Juliet Sierra Papa, who always sort of hangs around with Golf 1 Juliet Sierra Foxtrot. It's quite a rare occurrence to find two call signs so close together. Anyway, nice to get a chance to chat to you guys, Hayden, Temporary Offline, and Jim. Fantastic. UK here is we're experiencing a bit of a hoolie, and it's chucking it down with rain.
Another hoolie.
And batten down the hatches seems to be the order of the day. Back to you, Hayden.
Yeah, well, if you're getting 100-mile-an-hour winds as well, yeah, definitely. So thank you very much. Stay safe. Good to have you checking in. Appreciate it. And, yeah, we're having some fun here at the moment. Jim's got the list of connection status updates on his screen, and it just takes a long time to load and scrolls off the screen.
It does. It refreshes. And
Kilo Mike 4 Golf Charlie Lima. You're up next. Yes, you do.
QSO, this is Reed down in Pepper Pines, Florida. It was probably around 65 degrees today. It's quite warm compared to other places, so I'm quite fortunate. But just want to check into the net. Back to you, KM4 GCL.
Thanks, Reed, for checking in. Don N5SKT's just put a chat message up that says he likes Allstar over any other digital mode. And I think that it pretty much is a digital mode because it's analog to digital at some point. It comes out pretty much analog on all sorts of nodes, but it sounds so good, sounds so clear, and especially when you use the highest codec U-Law, it sounds perfect. It's really, really good quality. So yeah, thanks for checking in, Reed. Good stuff. We'll keep on going down now. Kilo 5 Golf Tango.
Good evening, Hayden and Jim and Temporary Offline. This is John from Dallas, Texas. Originally from the Netherlands. Live here now for 13 years. Just checking in on the net. Nice to see you guys on YouTube and on Allstar. So back to you, Hayden, VK7HH. This is Kilo 5 Golf Tango.
Thank you, John, and good to hear you. Originally from the Netherlands, so and in Texas now, so excellent stuff. Kilo 7, I'm just rushing through these quickly now because we've still got quite a few to go. Kilo 7, Oscar Romeo Zulu, go ahead.
Evening, morning, afternoon, Mr. Hayden. Nothing to really report. We're in North Idaho Panhandle, watching your YouTube channel and having some fun.
QSL, thank you for watching and for joining in the net. Good to have you on. I'm going to go back now to Kilo Oscar 4 Papa Delta India because I think I said your call sign wrong, Mike. Go ahead.
Kilo 4 PDI, Kilo Oscar 4 Papa Delta India. Good to hear you guys on Allstar. I love this little hookup. Hopefully Jason's going to get his node fixed up. I couldn't log into it for the last couple of days, and I talked to Brad, and he said they're working on it. So, but I jumped onto your node, worked fine. So good to hear you. Excellent little video you're doing here. Keep it up. 73.
How many nodes have we got connected now? It looks like even more.
It's a fair amount. Let me pull the...
Zulu Golf Zulu recheck.
Zulu Golf Zulu station, go again, and I'll add you to the list.
Lord, more than I want to count.
Zulu Golf Zulu. This is Joey from Wisconsin, Cheeto's old neighborhood. I am coming through Jason's node through the Echo link, and it's coming in clear. KD9ZGZ. Good afternoon, Cheeto.
QSL, thank you for checking in via Echo link. Kilo Echo 0, Papa Tango Echo. Next in the list, go ahead. Man, I don't want to be a net controller full time.
Thanks, Hayden. Jim and Steve,
right.
appreciate it. Been watching on the tube. I enjoy all your guys' content. Thanks for putting that out. It's helped me a lot in my ham radio career, which has been very short. But enjoy the show. I'll turn it back over to you. KE0PTE. Name is Mike in Fort Collins, Colorado, just north of Denver.
Possibly colder there than Alabama.
Hey, thanks, Mike. I appreciate you calling in, and lovely part of the world, Colorado. I really loved it when we travelled through. I mean, we travelled through Denver pretty late at night, but we saw some of the mountainous regions and the countryside, and it was really, really nice, and definitely a place to come back to, that's for sure. So thank you for calling in. Whiskey Hotel 6 Foxtrot Bravo Papa in Hawaii.
Hey, aloha Hayden and the group.
Mate.
Calling in via repeater phone app because as I mentioned in the chat, I host an All-Star repeater connected to the Hawaii mainland All-Star network. So just a quick promo on them. We do a weekly net at 1630 UTC for anybody who's interested. So you can look that up on ye old internet. Appreciate you guys, and talk to everyone later. Aloha, WH6 FBP.
QSL, and I'm assuming we're not coming out over the whole of Hawaii at the moment because that would be pretty that would be pretty cool.
Oops.
But yes, thank you very much, and OK on the net for those who are listening. Good stuff. Josh says now he believes all net controllers should have an Aussie accent. I don't know quite about that. I'm struggling to keep up here at the moment. But we'll go with November X-Ray 2 Gulf Whiskey. That's probably my best Australian accent. Go ahead. Put on a little bit more that time.
Good evening, good afternoon, whatever. This is November X-Ray Golf Whiskey, X-Ray 2 Golf Whiskey in Phoenix, New York. Not too far from Canada, actually about 60 miles, 30 miles of dirt, 30 miles of water. Anyway, I'm just checking in, having a lovely little session here with you on YouTube, and I will turn it back to Hayden, 73, NX2GW.
73, that'd be a lovely part of the world up there, Phoenix, New York, just out of Canada. Ooh, be cold there at the moment, though, I can imagine. I saw actually saw a picture on... was it a picture? No, it was a video online yesterday, and it was of a sports stadium, football stadium, and it was just completely covered in snow. And it said,
snow.
there is no allocated seating for this game. It's to find your own seats that you can dig out of the snow. So it was quite interesting and funny. Kilo India 4, Mike Romeo Charlie to take next. Aussies out, like Outback commercial.
You said you were using your best Aussie
today.
accent.
Kind of funny to hear them talk about that it's chilly here. And appreciate you popping this up today. It's actually pretty fun. And I'm only on here, and it's your fault because I watched your video and I ended up doing the Sherry High Pat. Sherry
Hot Pat.
And appreciate all the videos you guys put out. Have a good one.
Everybody say hi to Pat. That's great, man.
Yeah, good stuff. I know that they had some of those out of stock, I think, but I guess they're back in stock now. The sherry pie hats, the sherry pie hats are back in stock. So I think I made a massive mistake with mine on my first build, though. I put the wrong RF module on the one that I wanted. I put the VHF module on my what was going to be my UHF system, and then swapped them around. But anyway, it still works. It was an oops. Thank you for calling in. Okay, Kilo 3 Whiskey Hotel Delta. Go ahead.
Go ahead, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Roger on that. This is Dave in Rochester, New York. We're still digging out from the snow. The stadium you saw was the Bell Stadium, where they had over 500 people show up just to dig out the seats. But we're staying warm at a comfortable 13 degrees and enjoy Tito and his broadcast on Monday nights. Don't miss one of them.
Nuggets.
Awesome.
Thanks there, Dave, and okay on Bell Stadium. Yeah, it was amazing to see that. If I was asked to go to a sporting event and to dig out my own seats, I definitely wouldn't go. So thank you very much. Okay, I think we've reached the end of the call signs that I had, and I'm sure that we've had others connect. We'll do maybe just another round of people just to check in, and then I'm going to go back onto YouTube again, and we'll have a bit of a chat on there. So just another round of call signs if there's anyone else who wants to check in. This is VK7HH.
Echo India.
Oh.
Ireland. 7 Romeo Papa Golf. Kilo Bravo 9 Lima Papa.
Mike 0 Victor Charlie X-ray.
Look at them being all polite.
Right.
One at a time, boys. Good job.
November 6,
India Mike Yankee.
You had to say it, didn't you?
You jinxed it, Tio. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to keep it rolling.
I think that they were legitimate stations on their own, so it's good that we've got it in the list. We might go. Let's just talk to Ireland quickly. We haven't had the station from Ireland. We'll go to Echo India 5 Mike Bravo. Go ahead.
VK7HH, this is Echo India 5, India Mike Bravo. How you doing, Hayden? Nice to talk to you. Finally, Dave here. Dave is the name in County Donegal, northwest of Ireland. And I love the channel, and thanks very much for all the info you put out. Actually built my first node pretty much with some help from others, but definitely heavily based on your Allstar for Dummies video, which is really, really good. I'd recommend anybody.
Did I call it Allstar for Dummies?
Watch that video.
I'm
anyway,
with him. That's what
I'll let you keep it going. VK7HH from Echo India 5, India Mike Bravo.
Your video is how I got Allstar working for the most part.
7HH.
Thanks, Dave, for calling in and for the comments on the video. Jim was just saying that's how he got started on Allstar. I wish we could have piped the audio and worked out a way to pipe the audio from T.O. and Jim on the stream back through, because then we could have like a full duplex conversation. But I've got them in my ears and I'm coming out on the radio and people are on YouTube. It's all over the place.
And the delay is the problem, I think, too.
There is a big delay. The good thing, though, about Allstar, at least, though, is that the time that it takes for when you unkey for someone to key up is pretty small. So it's the delay that delay is pretty slow. Pretty fast, but the slow delay is YouTube. The YouTube's could be 20, 30 seconds out. So, and there's nothing worse than hearing yourself delayed 20 seconds later because you can't, your brain just can't process it. So, thank you, Dave, for calling in. Golf 7 Romeo Papa Golf. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks. So this is G7RPG, and thanks very much for taking the call. Only discovered your YouTube channel just recently whilst deep diving into the Quanchang radios. I've been having a lot of fun with those. I took one apart a couple of days ago and built an Allstar node with it, and it's working exceptionally well. The receiver performance on UHF is significantly better than any of the other sort of low-cost handhelds that you can take apart for that application. So anyway, thanks for
his name?
Join. And it's a bit distracting with
I didn't catch
the commentary on YouTube and what I'm hearing on Allstar as well. But anyway, 7-3. This is G7RPG in Portsmouth, right down on the south coast.
I can look that
in the
up.
UK.
Hang on.
Roger that. Sorry, I missed we missed the name, but tell us a little bit more about what are you using for an interface on the Quanchang? What are you using to interface to Allstar? Because that sounds quite interesting.
Peter.
And Jim's just told me your name's Peter. So thank you very much. What are you using for the Quanchang? Also, a little shout out. There's my subscriber number, by the way, nearly up to 50,000.
Oh my God!
Make it happen.
Oh, it just went down.
You're going to pass the smoke and eight?
Yeah. So basically, I took it out of took the radio out of the case, examined the PCB, found the audio amplifier, which is sitting behind the LN6858, something along those lines. It's right behind the 6-pin package, just behind the LCD, which you just need to pry off a couple of plastic clips. I'm a prolific Allstar node builder here in the UK, probably, I don't know, hundreds, repeaters, gateways, nodes.
That'd be interesting.
Pretty much the sort of standard way to interface it to the CM108. Just pick the audio off, attenuator for the mic in, and just route the transmit audio from the left audio channel straight into the mic, again via a little attenuator, and just a couple of
Jim, you want me to share
the audio amplifier. Use the I think it's called the CD pin number 1, which goes 4 volts high when the squelch is open, or when the speaker's turned on. It's like an enable pin, so you can just use that for
share that though, right?
COS.
Yeah.
And I just inverted the logic on that through a little transistor, and that then just connects to the volume down pin on the CM108. I hope that all came through okay. And I just want to do a quick shout out to all the people in the UK as well, Andreas and Andy and a few other people I see in the comments there. This is G7RPG. Back to you, Hayden.
I don't really know how to do a British accent. No worries. Thank you very much, Peter. That sounds very interesting. You'll have to do a blog article or a write-up or something on the mods that you did to get that going, because that sounds really interesting. So I know a couple of us have been trying to get the AOIC board, and Don's just put that in the chat as well to get that going. So makes a very cheap and easy to make Allstar node. So yeah, very good. And it's pretty versatile too. Like I've got a couple of our repeaters all running off of it, voted and simulcast and all sorts of stuff. So we've just been getting comments saying that you are the Allstar node guy in the UK. So thank you very much for your work, and sounds like keep up the good work. So good stuff. Thank you for checking in. Okay, we'll move on next to KB9 Lima Papa. Go ahead. This is a long net.
Hey Hayden, how are you and everybody else?
Hope you guys are all right. Sticking around.
In beautiful Twin Lakes, Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's fine.
Way south of
More Wisconsin people.
On the border of Illinois. And glad to watch. I'm watching you guys on
YouTube right now, and I decided to just pop on my All-Star. I cheated. I had mine made. I have a cherry pie hat. I have it already made, so, I'm the quickie ham. I just pay and have somebody make it, and it's a lot easier for me. But anyway, nice talking to you, Hayden. It's my privilege. And T.O. and Jim. And you guys have a wonderful day out there, and always watch you, and I'm a big fan. So this is KB9LPP in the big metropolis of Twin Lakes, Wisconsin.
Thank you very much for calling in. Twin Lakes, Wisconsin. Is that anywhere near where you were, T.O., or where you used to live?
No, he's way south.
No, south. Okay.
He's in the warm part of Wisconsin.
Warm part of Wisconsin. Is there a warm part of Wisconsin?
No.
Okay. Thank you very much for calling in. Yeah, good stuff. Okay. Next on my list, I've got Mike 0 Victor Charlie X-ray. Go ahead. I don't think we'll go for 9 hours.
Oh my
Lord,
Lord, no.
VCX here. I'm in Norfolk, United Kingdom. I'm connected via a Yaesu mobile radio to my local repeater here. So I'm near to Norwich, coming in via GB3 NZ on 2 metres. Getting fairly windy here. Back to you. Hayden, wasn't it? Just found your YouTube channel, so I'm watching you watching the live stream now. So back to you, Hayden.
Thank you very much. And what was the name? Sorry, I missed that.
My name is John Juliet Oscar Hotel November.
QSL there, John. Thank you very much for calling in and for checking us out. Yeah, there is a bit of a delay, so but appreciate you joining. Okay, now I think the next one we've got 2 more to go, and then we might look at closing it out. We've got November 6, India Mike Yankee. Go ahead.
Hey, good evening. This is November 6th, India Mike Yankee. I'm in Foster City, California, near the San Francisco Bay. Hello, Hayden, Steve, and I think Jim. New to All-Star, just used it a few times. Enjoying the weekend here.
Michael is his name.
Thank you very much, Michael. I'm just having a look here. So I think you said Foster City in the San Francisco Bay Area. I'm just going to bring that up here on Google Maps because I want to know how far away I was from there when I visited. Oh, yeah, okay, I wasn't that far away from where we landed at the international airport at SFO. So that's cool. I didn't spend a lot of time down there, but I know where you are. So lovely part of the world. Thank you very much for calling in. Okay, finally, we're going to go with... Oh, my handwriting's terrible. Whiskey Golf something Echo Kilo it was. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Mike here. Whiskey Golf 5 Echo Kilo, also known as the Geek. Thanks for doing this. Let's continue to try to break AllstarLink. I think it's fun. I appreciate all you guys, what you do. I would just want to do a quick shout out to the gentleman who is now a silent key, but he developed the
dude?
PAT or pan adapter board for a lot of different radios.
Jim
I
Dixon?
just installed one. It's G4UHP.
Nope.
G4HUP. I just installed the pan adapter for my Yaesu ST991A yesterday, and that thing is smoking hot now. I can't believe I lived this long without being able to see all the signals on a big screen. It looks amazing. So if you guys haven't looked into that, if you have that radio or a similar radio, it's way cool. All right, I'm going to sign off. 7-3, guys.
VK7HH.
Shut up, Alison. Thank you very much for calling in and for the shout out there too. Actually, you reminded me to probably give a shout out to another silent key who did a lot of development on Allstar, and its development was Jim Dixon, WB9NIL or WB6NIL. I probably got that incorrect, but Jim Dixon did a whole heap of stuff on this, and it's amazing system that works really well. Okay, guys, I'm going to go and go ahead and mute the net or the node. Thank you, everyone, for calling in. This has been great. I'm going to go back over to YouTube now, and so I'll say 73 on Allstar. This has been VK7HH for the Ham Radio Nonsense Allstar Net. Oh, goodness gracious. I feel like I've just done a massive contest or something like that, and getting all these call signs. So, hey,
such talent.
Yeah,
right.
Like
multitasking.
Look at all these nodes. Like, who says that hams are never near their radios? Right? I mean, we had plenty of people. Me. It's just you. It's just you.
It's just me.
See, I think this has dropped off now from what it was earlier.
Can you refresh
I will say,
that?
Though, my 5D is not in its box still, Hayden.
Oh, don't start that.
Let's do a new bubble.
Show us again.
My 5D.
You finally figured out how to turn it on?
Oh, it's been on for months.
No, that's me. I'm the one that
Hayden
hasn't done that.
Oh, yours is still okay. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
So that's the current one at the moment, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's definitely a I would like to know what the largest map that we've ever had here. I'm pretty sure that we could definitely make it a lot bigger. You just literally go through just joining nodes randomly, wouldn't you? But
right.
We don't condone that. That's a bad idea. We don't want to be stepping on anyone else. But this has been a lot of fun. So
it's pretty cool because it's dynamically rerouting nodes and creating like links, trunks between nodes.
And I think we also ascertained too that the Pi 4, at least, running the Shari Pi hat, you can connect a lot of nodes to it and it still be these are all the ones that are connected directly to me, and it hasn't crashed or had any problems at all. It's been rather good. And I also want to thank everyone too tonight who called in. Obviously, we did have some pile-ups, but everyone waited their turn, and it was good to have everyone check in and to hear you all. So it was great. And feel free to disconnect whenever you want off of here, because it's probably a bad idea if everyone stays connected forever. So good stuff. Yeah, all right, boys. What's been happening anyway? What have you guys got coming up? Anything you want to plug or?
Well,
I just got here. I haven't had a chance to even think, but Jim's got something.
Yep. Coffee and Ham Radio's Thursday night. What are we doing tomorrow night, Steve? Have we got a plan for tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night was the will it work, and apparently it will, but I don't know what's going to happen at prime time Monday night. So
right when everybody. Yeah, it's not like the Walmart's open there at Birmingham, so everybody's going to be on the internet. Yeah.
I don't even know where the nearest Walmart is from here.
Where's the nearest city with flush toilets where you are?
Well, I mean, Quartzsite itself is like 6 miles away, and that is actually pretty busy.
Okay.
It's a decent size.
We've got, Thursday night, it will probably be just me and the Smoking Ape on Car, and we're planning on doing a sponsored video from our friends at ABR. We're going to be testing some coax on a real VNA and an oscilloscope and looking at that and how that works and what all those numbers mean. Holy crap, what is that?
Well, you've just showed that bubble chart.
Well, that's the bubble I get. That's the bubble
that you get. This is the bubble that I get from AllstarLink. So
okay,
I've gone. So what I've done here is, oh jeez. Okay. So you go to the AllstarLink page and you refresh here, and this lists all of the nodes that are connected, right? So these are the ones that are all connected directly to me, which is fine. If you click on the bubble chart, this is all of the nodes. So someone I think's connected a lot of UK nodes in here, because there are a lot that are on the list here. There's got to be more than 100 on this page.
Oh yeah.
And holy moly, there's my node. Let's just try and follow the path. Oh, I hate it when it zooms up because you can't.
Yeah, you have to. The only way to control it is Control plus it. If you do the zoom button on the thing, it's.
There we go. So there's my node, and then I don't even know where to go from here. You go. There's a Canadian hub here, which is connected to this node, VA5MUD, who we spoke to, and he's directly connected to me, and then that's connected to another Canadian hub, and then for some reason there's a VK6 station in VK connected to that Canadian hub, and then there's VE stations here, and then, oh my goodness, and then that's connected to a UK hub. It just keeps on going and going and going. Well, we proved that we couldn't break it, so we need to do better next time and try and break it.
That's awesome.
The admins of AllstarLink at the moment are going, like, they've probably got some. There's probably some big red flashing light now on their desk that's just saying that there's mayhem going on in the network.
I was wondering about your ISP too. They're like right now, who is this Hayden guy? Because he's using all of our internet.
Well, I can tell you what my bandwidth is at the moment.
I doubt it uses that much bandwidth. Yeah. It's kind of a joke, Hayden.
Yeah, not a lot. But
you're ruining it.
No, hams don't get jokes.
I'm being factual.
Right.
I thought since he was an Aussie, he might appreciate that, but that was like, he's mansplaining it.
I got bandwidth to spare anyway, so it doesn't matter. I would be interested to see what happens though if everyone keyed up all at the same time. What would happen? Because you could hear the mixing, couldn't you, of everyone keying up at the same time? So
yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
So we could do that right now. Everybody that's still on could key up simultaneously.
Do you want to do some mayhem?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, hold on. Not yet though. Not yet. I've unmuted everyone on my count. 3, 2, 1, key. But only do it for like 5 seconds. Don't do it very long.
WT1W.
Well, I can only see Jim's now. There's no one else. Everyone key.
Come on, everybody key right now. Key.
I think that there's a problem.
WT1W.
WG5E.
I sound really good.
If you don't say so yourself.
I do say so myself.
There's only a problem. There's one. I know what the problem is here. When your node keys up, you can't key everyone because hang on, how do I explain this?
Words.
Mute that for starters. If you key up, turn that down. If someone keys up, then all of a sudden your node's transmitting. So you can't key over the top. So I think what happens is everyone is clashing at the same they're all keying at the same time and they all do clash just at the instantaneous point before it starts transmitting.
So I think you're on the right path.
There we go. That's what I'm trying to say.
But what's going to happen is anybody who is downstream, anybody who would be, for example, if they're connected to me and I key up, then anybody downstream of me is not going to be able to get to you.
Yeah.
Also.
Yep.
Because I've got it locked up with me.
That's why everyone has to do it all at the same time. Or try to do it all at the same time. See you, Josh.
See you, Josh.
See if we can do it all at the same time and see how many green boxes we can get. So on the count, right on my count when I go 1, 3, 2, 1, go. We got 2. Yeah, it's too quick. It's too smart. It's too smart for that. You need a full duplex links, I think, to do that. So. Anyway, we're now encouraging ka-chunking. That's probably bad etiquette.
Jason is going to be texting me in a minute. What is all this ka-chunking that's happening
on...
Why
is my node going bananas?
Yeah, and everybody downstream is going to be hearing all that.
See, Don, it doesn't... I guess... Well, see, I'm delayed. YouTube's delayed, and everyone's YouTube streams are not going to be in sync as well, are they? So, yeah, that's probably a good idea. That's probably the right idea is going on there.
Especially over here because the stream has to get, there's probably two or three satellite hops between you and us.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining in on the net. I think we had fun tonight. Thanks for joining us, T.O., eventually, and Jim as well.
You're welcome.
I know it was a bit of a funny thing going between the radio and going back to YouTube and up and down. But anyway, I think we had fun. So I might have to go and reboot or pull the power out of my node now to drop all of these connections, I reckon. So
I'll go away.
Yeah, go away now. I don't want to talk to you. Go away.
Now let me ask you a question about your setup, because I know you have 3 or 4 nodes. The node that you were having everybody connect to is not the one that I normally connect to.
No, the one that you. So the one you normally connect to is a UHF node here that I don't think I can. Can I? Oh no, I can. So that's the one you normally connect to, which is the plug-in, one.
Okay.
So that's on Wi-Fi. Then I've got the Sherry Pi hat, which is connected down here, but I can't. The cable won't stretch. Or will it? The cable might stretch.
We can visualize a Pi.
Yeah. That's so. This is here we go. This is the hub. That's the hub that's been
we've all been.
Holy moly, that's hot. That's the one that everyone's been going through.
Okay.
And then I've got some other nodes which are running the repeater stuff with the voting and simulcasting and all that other trickery that Allstar also does. So.
Now, what is the difference between those 2 nodes that you're using there? Are you doing anything different specifically with them?
Well, one's on UHF and one's on VHF.
Okay.
And one is was going to be in my vehicle because I was going to put that in the car and have that as my mobile node, which I haven't done yet. And then the other one is the hub one for home, for connecting to. So the one you actually connect to is the mobile node. The one that I was going to put in the car, but I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
And then I also use that to talk to some of my other repeaters because I can't get into them with a handheld. Like the 10-meter repeater. The 10-meter repeater runs on Allstar, and I can talk via the 10-meter repeater just with my HT at home. I don't need a 10-meter radio to do that.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I have one here, which I use with the 9700. Today I just use the 6X2. Is there nothing it can't do? And then I have the other one is in my truck, and it's plugged in the cigarette lighter with a USB-C connection. And I use my 500 to talk to it, so it connects back to the house. It doesn't connect to anything else except back to here. So whatever's connected here is what I can talk to through the truck.
Ian says, what's the CPU temp of your Pi 4 hub? I'm not sure. I'd have to log into it.
Hot AF?
Yes. I'm trying to remember what the IP address is. I might be able to log into it and show quickly. What's the command for that off the top of your head?
Not off the top of my head.
Is that, what is that, Cronky or Conky, something like that?
Conky's the GUI version. There's a command line version for it. Hang on.
Yeah, I don't remember it either. Joe Brett, up in the house. What's up, buddy?
VCG ENCMD measure temp. It's really stupid. I'm putting it in the private chat.
That'll be a command line on. Oh, okay.
Yep. Run it from the command line.
Paste. Command not found.
Ham Till It Hurts says Supermon will give you your temp also. That's true, it does.
Allmon doesn't.
Your web page.
Hamvoight shows CPU temp. How and where?
Oh, no. If you're running Sherry Pi node, you're not running Raspberry Pi OS. You're running Arch.
Go to, hang on. No, it's not monitor. CPU status in Supermon.
I don't have Supermon. I've got Allmon.
It should be an Allmon too, I'd imagine. Although I don't see
why don't you just
temperature
go through there
in
about
here.
100 miles an hour?
I don't see temperature in here. See file system.
I've got
CPU.
Cat / sys / class / thermal.
I got my stats.
Yeah, that's the same thing I'm looking at. I didn't see temperature in there.
No.
I
like it how it lists some node numbers here, but it just gives up after a while. There's just too many.
Right.
Look in the private chat, Hayden, and where the # is. It's a number of some kind, but I don't know what numbers you have.
Okay.
And it's not cows, it's class. I typed that wrong. I was trying to type faster than /sys / class / thermal / thermal tab. And then you should get a couple numbers back. But I don't know which number's which.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I got it now.
What's it say?
45277.
So 45.2 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
I guess it's not too bad. It felt hot. It's
What is
probably
that, about
cooled down now
100,
because it's not been transmitting for a while.
110, something like that.
Oh, geez. This one's even better.
Alexa, convert 45 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit.
Just copy and paste that whole thing.
45 degrees Celsius is 113 degrees Fahrenheit.
113.
A little hot.
In American.
It'd be
It
all right.
hasn't.
Via Germany.
Yeah, it's cooled down a little bit too because not everyone's been transmitting. So.
Right. And
when
that
I
was
picked it up, it was pretty warm.
That was one concern that I read about when I was setting mine up, is that if you have a busier hub with a lot of I/O going on, you need to make sure you have cooling on it.
Well, they sell that cooling fan, don't they? That you can put in retrofit in the top.
Yep.
They do.
But I haven't had any problems with mine. But I haven't had it running for a while. So the metal case that comes with these two acts as the heatsink. So you have the little, what is it? The little blobby rubbery bit that you put on the chip, the heat transfer pad.
The thermal pad, yeah.
Yeah. And that cools it down. But yeah, you're right. 45 isn't hot, but the case was pretty hot when I picked it up a few minutes ago. It's cooled down quite a bit now.
Somebody's cooking. Got the charcoal smell coming in the window.
It's probably Chuck.
So is it crowded out there, out your window?
God, it's crowded. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
It's unbelievable the amount of RVs that are here. You come over the mountain and you can look down at the valley of Quartzsite, Arizona, and it's like a million RVs. Awesome.
Oh my Lord. So is there? Go ahead, Hayden. Go ahead.
No, you go. Yours is more relevant.
I doubt it. So where do you have to go to cycle through your holding tank?
Oh, I just drive out of town and go to the next campground. I'm good for a week.
Okay. Because I didn't figure there was a clean out there at the middle of the desert.
There is somewhere. There's a spot where you can dump your gray water, and there's probably a service that comes around. If not, there should be, that'll hook up and suck out your tanks for you.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's literally a million RVs here this week, this year, this month.
Jeez.
Did you say it was
and
hot
they've all
there?
got to move in 14 days. It is 50 something Fahrenheit, whatever that is in Celsius.
So not too hot then. Not too
No,
hot.
it's actually a little chilly.
Hmm.
But I won't need to, run the heat much, which is good because it's supposed to rain until Tuesday afternoon, which will be a good test of my battery power.
Hey, are you going to Hamvention this year, Jim?
Yes.
And T.O.'s going. I already know that.
I saw his face. He was making a face. He was going to make. He's still mad about
it.
He's mad about it because I ditched him last year.
Oh,
when did you ditch him?
On the way, I got in the car to go to the airport. He's like, "I'm not going to pick you up at the airport when you land." Really?
Yeah, I got sick. I couldn't go. There's no way I was driving 8 hours to Florida feeling like I did.
Oh, and then Hamcation.
Hamcation. Yeah. I'm going to all of them. I'm going to go to all of them. I'll be in Orlando and Dayton and Huntsville.
You're a man of the people now, so you have to.
Right. Well, that's what T.O. said. We need to meet our people and hang out with our people. And
Wasn't it funny last
Press the
time when you were
flesh.
there? It was. I think I asked you. I said, "What are you doing here?" And you're like, "I just cling on to Steve. No one knows who I am. Everyone knows who Steve
they don't.
is."
They didn't at
Now
the
it's-
time, but they probably
now
still
it's
don't.
flipped.
Well, Steve is great. Steve is great because
Yes, I do.
he can put. Calm down, Scooby Doo. He's really good about putting names and call signs.
Oh, that was
So
for
it's-
Eric's question. Yeah.
Oh, Steve's really good about putting call signs and names together. And I still am getting used to, hey, I'm Rubber Chicken Neck from YouTube. Okay. My call sign is KW6HI or whatever. Okay. You got a name, Hoss? I'm not going to call you. I'm not going to call you Rubber Chicken Neck. I'm just saying.
Who is Rubber Chicken Neck?
I made that up. I mean, I could
'cause that would
I could
be-
have some clown walking up to me going, I'm the smoking ape, son.
People come up to me at Handfest, they're like, "Why don't you recognize me?" Because I've never seen you before in my life.
Right.
That's why.
Yeah, that's a CB handle for sure. Rubber Chicken Neck. That's got to be.
Here's a rubber chicken.
Yeah, RCN.
I made a
RCN
comment on
73.
YouTube one time on one of y'all's live streams. How do you not remember me?
Yeah.
We'll go back on the live stream and comment again, then I'll see if I recognize you.
Do you find that when people will come up, hey Jim, you're like, hello, I have no idea who you are.
Yes, I'm usually what I'm saying because I'm terrible
Yeah.
with names on a good day.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. At
Although
least
I
some
think I
people
gained-
did wear at least they have their call sign or their name badge or something like that. At
Well,
least.
see, I'm prepared this year, so.
Oh. Did you
I had
did you get a 2-for-1 deal on those hats or something?
No, I copied Steve.
Oh,
You got to go to Sticker Mule and make yourself a shirt. They're like $14 a piece, Jim.
This is
Yeah,
the old
FUP
one.
Labs.
Yeah.
And I hate wearing hats, but I did wear it at Dayton because we were outside so much. I was red as a lobster there.
You were.
What about just a visor, Jim, with the hair sticking out the top a little?
One of those.
No, I don't see
one of-
that happening.
One of those
What a
tennis
bandana.
ones they wear.
Pop my collar on start wearing
one of
polo
those-
shirts with a pop collar.
One of those tennis ones where it's just the front
Yeah.
of the hat, but there's nothing at the top here, and it's just
Yeah.
a band around here. So I think you need to get 4 of those hats, one for each of you, one for Chuck and one for Ape, and you all have your call signs. Of course, Ape will just have Ape written on it.
Right.
Those e-ink name tags are really awesome. They're Pi Maroni, and you can, I think is the name of the company that does it, and then you can program them in with your call sign, and they take up no battery power once they're programmed, but they're slick.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure whether
you sound enthused.
Yeah.
Don
No,
made
that's
the
a-
comment that I'm one of the few that goes without the hat. It's funny because Steve and Chuck and Ape all wear hats almost
All the
every
time.
show, right? I'd never seen Ape without a hat on until we showed up at dinner, I guess, at
Yeah,
Dayton.
for Yeezu. Yep.
And this
Oh,
guy
when he
walks
got
in, and I'm
all-
like, "Who the
yeah.
hell is? Oh my God, it's Ape!" And he was wearing like his work clothes. He looked all clean and everything. Didn't have a Metallica shirt on or nothing.
There is a photo out there of that too.
There is,
Yeah,
Preppy,
yeah, there is.
Preppy photo.
Yeah, there is.
It's the same
That's the
too.
first
with
time I'd
Tu-
seen him.
It's the same too with Tiny Jason. He always wears a hat.
Right. Right.
And the only time you'll see him without a hat is occasionally in someone else's video. You'll see him in the background without his hat on. He's taken it off. You'll never see him in his own video without a hat.
Right.
Well, he's got to dress up he's put on his outfit, his costume.
Mm.
Ape's ham radio cosplay.
Right. Ape could be
Ron's-
AI, Ron. That's right.
Well, I mean, see, we met something that resembles Ape in person, but we don't know how far AI has actually come.
I saw it eat a pork chop. I saw it eat a pork chop sandwich. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
and didn't pay you back for it either.
Eventually, he did. It took him a minute.
Oh, did he? He did eventually.
Oh, yeah, we went out to breakfast at Huntsville, and Jim started collecting money for the breakfast time. I'm like, Jim, here's my $5. Todd, did you witness this? I need a witness for this transaction. I don't want to hear about this crap on stream.
I told you I didn't even care if you guys paid me back. I just paid for it so she didn't have to write out 17 different
Yeah.
tickets. And it's like, pay me back or not, whatever. I don't care. And yeah, some of yous did. Some of yous deadbeats owe me a breakfast. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm not going to name names, but I know who you are.
Mandela effect. Ape is the
Well-
Mandela effect personified.
Right.
I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it on make it this year. We'll see how we go. I've been looking.
awesome if you
I've been
can.
looking at flights.
For
Just you?
Hamvention?
Yeah, that's the only one, really, isn't it?
No misses?
No, she'll come.
Well, I'll tell you what. You guys have done Hamvention. You should do Huntsville Hamfest instead this year.
Yeah. I think
When's
you'd
that?
like Huntsville. August.
August.
But I mean, you just come and camp out on Montesano Mountain with all of us.
Huntsville's in. How far is that from Dallas?
From Dallas? Like a day?
Yeah.
No.
A day.
From Dallas?
Okay.
No. Huntsville's
But,
like
I mean,
probably
you'd fly into
12 or
Alabama.
12 hours. Fly
Well,
to
no, I was
Nashville or
think-
fly to Huntsville.
Well, I was thinking of what's the closest international airport that comes from my country, which is
Atlanta?
Dallas.
Atlanta.
No, it's Dallas. Direct.
You
Oh,
can't
direct
get a
is
direct.
hard.
You can't get a
Nope.
direct from Atlanta to.
So these are the direct flights from. I'm going to say New Zealand because Australia's a bit limited because we're a bit further away. So, from Australia we can go to San Francisco, we can go to Vancouver, we can go to California, Los Angeles. We can go to DFW. We can go to New York City via New Zealand, or we can go to New Zealand and we can then additionally go to Chicago. There we go. Look, Jim's he's asking Alexa something.
Chicago, Dallas, Fort Worth, Honolulu.
650
Oh, yes,
miles.
Honolulu.
So it's
Houston,
650 miles. So what is that? About 1,500 clicks. And you're looking at a 12, 14-hour drive. 12 hours probably.
Here we go. This is the Qantas network.
Actually, no, more like 9 or 10. Because it's going to be almost all interstate. You're not going to have any state roads or anything.
That's the Qantas network. Oh
Scott, I
dear!
need
Why couldn't they
pictures.
have not put a high resolution photo on their website? Vancouver,
So the
San
only-
Fran, Los Angeles, Dallas, New York.
The only way you can get out is on Qantas, I guess. I mean,
well,
other
no.
airlines fly to Australia, right?
Yeah, but they don't. They still fly to the same airports. So it doesn't matter if you go with American Airlines. It doesn't matter if you go with United. They're only going to fly into the same locations in and out directly.
Oh, you want a direct flight? I gotcha.
I don't want to catch 2 or 3 flights.
What's one more hop once you've been in the plane for 25 hours?
Well,
right.
So there's going to be an additional hop because I've got to go via the Australian mainland this time. Last time I went through New Zealand, so there was 2 hops. There was 1 hop. 1 hop to the US. It was from here to New Zealand to America, whereas now I got to go from here to Australia to potentially New Zealand to America to get to Chicago, which is the closest to Hamvention.
Well, Eric's got you. Go to Honolulu and then from Honolulu to Atlanta.
I don't want to
That'll
fly
be the
to
shortest
American
number of
domestic.
hops. Ew, it stinks in this plane.
I don't want to fly American domestic.
Smells
Ew.
like Yanks in here.
But see, you've got a weird hub and spoke thing going on, don't you?
Yeah.
Like if I want to fly to a capital city here, I can fly directly to a capital city pretty easily from here. If I want to do it over there, like if I flew from LA to, if I wanted to go to say Cincinnati, they probably won't have a direct flight, or Dayton. They probably won't have a direct flight. I'd have to go over and then come back.
To leave Montgomery, Alabama, and go anywhere, I have to go to Atlanta first. I think there's some direct flights from Dallas to Montgomery.
Which is weird.
Which is weird.
me.
It just depends
It's
on the
weird to me.
airline. Depends
Yeah.
on the airline.
That's because their bases of operations are in like major airports, and then they go out from there. Yeah.
Yeah, Delta's in Atlanta. I can't remember what carrier flies direct from Montgomery to Dallas.
Just remember, Don, that I don't like flying, so the least amount of flights, the better, and the least amount of time in airports, the better. I don't think anyone enjoys being in an airport, but you know what I mean.
I don't mind the airport. I mind riding cattle car with everyone.
Some airlines are better than others. I flew American Airlines. It was pretty bad. And Spirit is horrible.
What's the best air? We have to be careful too because we do have a friend who works for an airline. What's the best?
I like Southwest. I'm okay with that.
Southwest is okay. That's what I flew my daughter on unaccompanied.
What's
when
this
she
joke
lived in
about
Boston
Ryanair?
or
Isn't
Southwest.
Ryanair?
Oh no, Ryanair, you have to pedal.
You
If
have
you
to
want your
pedal,
window
dude.
closed, there's a fee for that. Otherwise, it's open
Yeah?
the whole way.
They're not the
I
one
mean-
with the door that blew out, though. That was Alaskan Airlines, right?
Alaskan Airlines, yeah.
That was Alaskan.
But it wasn't
yeah.
Alaskan Airlines' fault.
That was Boeing's fault.
Yeah, and Boeing only makes every single airplane that flies in the United States Airways, so you're okay. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Apparently, I need to grow more trees if I want to go from Sydney to Dallas. It's too much CO2. Almost my car's worth of CO2.
Trees breathe CO2. It's okay.
Yeah, Don said he drove. So Don drove from Dallas to Huntsville, and it was 10 hours. So
We're talking about
Montgomery would be a little shorter of a drive. You could do that.
Well,
It's
see,
about
Lee-
8 to 10 hours.
Lee says all airlines are bad, but maybe United. So
United's the worst.
when we came over on Air New Zealand, and I have to say that they are probably the best airline that I've ever flown with. I went at the check-in gate. No, I've flown with them a few times now. I went to the check-in gate, and I said to the lady at the start, I said, "Look, this is my first like real big international flight, and I'm a bit nervous and blah blah blah." And they looked after me the whole flight. And there was also another ham friend of mine who emailed me and said, "Hey, did you know that I am a pilot for Air New Zealand? And I'll find out who's on your flight back from Chicago." And that's how I got up into the cockpit to be able to meet all of the pilots. And they were very friendly. And we were able to have a chat about ham radio. And it was good. So
Right after they closed the door, though, they were like, "Oh, my God, who was that wiggler? Why was he up there?"
Who's that dickhead? Yeah. Well, they did say he was like, "Oh, we might have a." I should do the New Zealand accent. He's like, "Oh, we might have a premium economy seat free because apparently some of the pilots get a economy seat, like if they're switching rotation and shifts." But never heard back about it. So
yeah,
but yeah, and that's why it was super. Convenient too, because Air New Zealand flew directly to Chicago, and it was like a 4-hour drive. Was it, T.O.? Something like that down?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad at all.
And
There's
T.O.
that
loves
one gas
driving
station
in
we
Chicago.
stopped at. Yeah, that one gas station we stopped at in Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bulletproof
bless your
glass in
heart.
the windows.
Bless your heart.
Stay in the car, lock the door. We'll be fine. I'll be right back.
First of all, when T.O.'s like just programming in the GPS, fastest way to get out of Chicago or Illinois, basically fastest way to get out of Illinois. And then we literally cross the border into Indiana, and he's like, "I need to get gas." So, pulls in this place. We pull in. He's like, "I need to use the bathroom as well." And this place has got bulletproof glass. There's this car in front that's got the back window smashed out. This guy with
You must have been on the
filling
interstate.
up.
That was like Gary or something y'all were in. Yeah.
Yep.
It was pretty dodgy. And I'm like,
Yeah.
he went inside, and I'm like, "I'm not getting out to take a whiz here. I'm going to wait." I said, I'm not getting out here. This looks rough.
Yeah, but I drove 5 hours down to pick you up, and then it was another 5 hours to go. I had to go.
That's true.
Scott Gibson, this guy is the one with all the Tim Tams right there. That was the Tim Tam man.
I had the Tim Tam.
We're going through that like a junkie through a mountain of coke, man.
Well,
we love
next
some
time,
Tim Tams.
Next time I'll be bringing more Tim Tams, but I'll have to show you a Tim Tam slam. I didn't do that last time.
Okay.
There's too much going on.
I saw Milo at the grocery store the other day. My wife's like, "Why are you so excited about that?" I'm like, "You don't know Milo?"
Did you not get it? Why did you not get it? You didn't enjoy it. Did you taste it?
Well, no, Mike Bogarted it. He grabbed a spoon and just sat down with the powder and.
Yeah, he did. He is eating the powder straight out of the can.
Guess I don't get to try any, Mike. Thanks.
Even we don't do that.
Right.
Don't double dip. Don't double dip. Yeah.
Nope, that was Mike's Milo.
So a Tim Tam slam is you get a Tim Tam, right, and you bite a small amount of the end off each end, a small amount off each end. Then you get some milk or coffee, usually milk, and you put the Tim Tam in the milk and you suck through the Tim Tam, and it's like the best chocolatey goodness that you can taste. It sounds dirty, but it's not. So
I wasn't saying anything. I didn't say a word.
Can you give us like a physical demonstration of how that might look, Hayden? Here, hang on.
Oh my God!
Do it now.
Like
Do it now.
So I don't have a mug like this. It's like that's the sound it makes too.
That does not look sketchy at all. That does not look sketchy.
Someone's going to clip that now, or they're going to take a photo of it.
I hope Joe Brett is on the clipping.
I'm hearing 6 meters is open to New Zealand right now.
Well, it was earlier to Mexico from here.
Jody, you're killing me, man.
Oh yeah, this is from VK at the moment. 6 meters. It is open. What about from Z? Whoa, geez. New Zealand to the US on 6 meters is going off.
I don't think I even have anything that can tune to 6 meters. I'll have to try.
What about your NFED? You've got an NFED up, don't you?
I got a DX Commander.
That'll do 6 meters.
I think it should.
Sorry, I had to go talk to Chuck, so I mean, you can imagine how that conversation went.
Is he telling you the 14 ways that we have 3 antennas left or something like that?
Well, I asked him, I told him, 6 meters is open to the US, and he's like, I don't think I have 6 meters. I'm like, yes, you do. Do you have your battery-powered solder there? What's that got to do with 6 meters?
Hang on, whereabouts?
That's Chuck. I mean, he's...
You're not... But Chuck's with you, though. Where's that?
Down in Arizona.
You're over here somewhere.
Yeah, see where Phoenix is?
Yeah.
We're somewhere between Phoenix and Yuma on that map, and Yuma is the lower left-hand corner of Arizona, below California. Right there is Yuma.
So everything is going over the top of you at the moment.
So 6 meters should be open from Arizona to VK.
It's because nobody's playing with it.
Or ZL.
Right,
it's landing in Wisconsin and my least favorite American state of Minnesota. There's a little bit in California.
Illinois is worse.
No,
well,
Chicago is worse. The rest of the state is normal. The rest of Illinois is normal.
I enjoyed my time in Chicago in the spot that I was in that didn't have any of the drug dealers and murderers.
You mean the hotel room?
Yeah, that was the hotel room.
Yeah. Downtown was okay.
We call it Chirac for a reason.
Look, I made this comment when I was there that downtown Chicago, I felt safer there than in Melbourne, Australia. And it was cleaner. It was cleaner and it was a better experience.
Well, see, in Melbourne, you have anti-gun laws just like you do in Chicago. So I can see why you would feel safe.
Well, that's just the whole country.
I was leaving that alone. I really was.
Well, both areas are full of guns, Jim, is what I was making a joke about.
Yeah. But they have signs up and it's illegal.
We had this discussion for 4 hours driving back to that place.
You did. Yeah. I bet you did. I've shared a room with him. I know. We got off on that tangent more than once.
Let everybody feel themselves.
We did. We went on the
Two
river.
Queens, one bed.
We went on the river and we had a fantastic cruise on there, and we had a fun time when it was
Thanks,
there.
Jim.
So, actually, to be quite honest, San Francisco was a lot more scarier and not the best place to be compared to Chicago. I felt a lot safer in Chicago than I did in San Francisco. This just what's going on there is out of control. Until I got to Chuck's house, of course.
Kyle, I think Chicago is awesome. I've been there a billion times. I grew up there. I miss it.
Overrated.
But the politics of Chicago is what screws up everything in Illinois. So, and their mayor.
So jump on 6 meters because it's going gangbusters. Tell Chuck to build an antenna. Tell him to build one tonight. Tell him to get.
Take him like 5 seconds. Yeah.
Where's his Chucky hex? How is he?
He hasn't set it up yet. He's got something up on a pole here.
Yell out
long enough to see.
Yell out the window to him and say, last time we worked on 10 meters and now we were going to do it on 6 and he just let us down.
Let me see if my headset goes that far. He's in his trailer.
Okay.
With Javi.
We've got T.O. on.
T.O. on mobile with no camera. You on the air yet, Chuck? He's at 53.1. Why are you trying to talk on the FT8 frequency? Yeah, nice.
We can't
you hear him whistling on FT8?
No, I can't hear. I can't hear Chuck in the mic either.
Oh, I'm not getting close enough that you can hear Chuck in the mic.
That's probably a good thing.
What frequency you want to try, Hayden?
FT8. It's not me. It's New Zealand.
Oh, no, he's got his FT710 here with his mic in his hand, waiting for a frequency.
No. He needs to listen to 5110.
5110. Use my call sign. Use the club call sign. You're not an extra, are you? I don't know what it is.
Point to New Zealand.
Oh, if only we had a reference card. What antenna are you running, Chuck? He's running the Apollo NFED halfway. There you go.
Oh, that won't get him anywhere.
Hey, now.
No. Try again.
Let's see. 6 meters.
Yeah, 6 meters is everyone. Even a technician can run that.
Yeah, everyone all across the band.
Yeah. Even a lowly general like me.
Or Chuck.
Is Chuck a general?
Chuck is a general.
5110. He's calling.
Or Ape. They both make me so sad.
I'm studying for my extra.
I think you could probably get it easier than you imagine.
Well, I didn't do any study, and when I went to try and do it, when I passed my general, I think I got something like 50-something%. No, I'm not hearing anything. I'm not even listening.
Oh, well, that helps. He's not even listening. All that nonsense. He's not even listening.
It's not open. It's not open here. It's open to New Zealand.
If you
That's
don't
what I'm
turn it
trying
on,
to say.
It's not open.
It's because there's no Aussies with it turned on. Light it up, son. There you go.
No, there's
Look
some.
at that.
Look. Texas and Florida.
Man, everybody moved in on us, Chuck. We made it down to a half a lane road out there.
Your headset can reach a fair way, by the way.
Yeah, I'm across the courtyard.
He might be wireless. Is that wireless?
Yeah, it's Bluetooth.
Okay.
Ham Radio Hobby says he's a moron and he passed extras. That's a bit.
Oh, that's Pat.
Where's my...
All right.
Drop my pen.
Fix your antenna, Hayden.
There's nothing wrong with my antenna.
We're at, what, 2.5 hours now? 2.25?
Yep.
Yeah, we probably should wrap it up, eh?
Just trying to run my batteries dry so I don't have heat tonight.
That's right. Steve will have to be in the dark.
And we probably run over someone else streaming too. I don't know if anyone else was scheduled to do it, but it kind of went a lot longer than we expected. So Hams can multitask. Just open up multiple tabs of your favorite creators.
Right.
We have this built-in audio discriminator set.
When am I doing a UK trip? I don't know. The UK is an awfully lot further away than the US is. It is.
Go the other way.
It is at least 24 hours in an aircraft to get there.
Oh my God.
It is a long way. I think it's something like 5 hours or something across to Perth, and then Perth to London direct is something like 18 hours or something, I think. 17, 18 hours. It's like one of the world's longest flights.
I'm itching. I'm not telling anybody what to do with themselves.
Is this
right.
Something that you're not supposed to do?
I'm not doing that. I realized what I was doing. Like, wait a minute. No, I'm not doing that.
I don't even. What does this mean? I'm probably offending a whole heap of people.
I think that's European for like. It's like
this,
the finger.
Or like this.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. We just say it.
His sister does it too, so you know.
No, he's talking about the flight.
Oh, okay.
Not his sister does this.
His sister scratches her beard all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And 2.0 is at the top of the hour. All right. No worries. All right. Thanks, guys, for joining. And we had fun.
Great time.
And
man.
Always fun.
have fun in Quartzsite, Quartz Fest. Post lots of videos. And
Yep.
and we'll see you on the other side. Oh, well, actually, finally, T.O., we've had Jim here. And we can
Yes.
finally reveal the big news about